Welcome back to Aliens, another glorious day in the Corps. We got an APC full of Marines, plus Ripley and Newt, and they were trying to get out of here. We got a long ways to go. This giant door here, doors open automatically when you get adjacent to them. I don't have a great big door mini, so I'm just using that one as a placeholder, because that's a double-sized door to allow the APC to get through. Okay, let's begin. And so we start with, of course, the Marine phase. And we're playing solo, so Hicks is our only actual character. The rest are grunts. And so let's see, reset aim dials. Okay, we're probably not going to be too concerned about aim dials in this one unless we actually leave the APC. Equip endurance, resolve all on-activation abilities. Now, Hicks has an on-activation ability. He can draw an endurance card. But if he draws a bad event or something that's going to hamper him, that will be bad. So we're going to skip that. We're not going to do that for Hicks. We're just going to say forget it. Equip endurance cards. Well, we don't have any. Everyone's equipped the way they are, or as much as they are, and perform up to 2 actions. So we have to have Hicks going first. Well, where is Hicks? He is currently in the rear turret gunner position. Now, how the turret guns work on the APC is they hit on a 7 or less, period. That's it. There's no continuous or auto fire with them. They just hit once and they kill everything in the stack. So if we aim at anyone, and the rear turret can hit everybody, of course they can't see through doors or through walls, but currently the rear turret pops up, if you've seen the movie, and it can swivel 180 degrees, so we can shoot at any one of these. The front turret can only shoot straight ahead, so it can shoot at these two and to the side. So the front turret can only hit these 2 alien swarms right now. The rear turret can hit everything. So we're going to start off with Hicks taking a turret action, and he is going to be then, let's see if I can find him. We're going to be shooting at this stack of aliens. Now if we hit him, that's it. And the aim dial for the turret doesn't go down. It's always just 7 or less is a hit. Alright, let's get out the dice tray. I think I can fit it in here. Trying to get everything. And we're looking for a 7 or less on the first turret shot. And we get a 3. So the rear turret, whoops, as I knock. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. As we knock that guy over, the first turret shot just shreds these 3 aliens right here. And they're out of here, just like that. Now, Hicks has a second turret shot at 7 or less. And I may actually take that right off the board so I can roll the dice much more easily. We will then go for the 3 aliens right here. So we're swiveling around and hope the 2 front guns can take these guys out. Otherwise, we'll just run them over. So, and he gets 2 or less. So this swivels the turret and actually just shreds these 3 aliens right there. Boom! And that was Hicks taking his turn, knocking out the swarms. And you're thinking, well, this is going to be an easy scenario. Yeah, maybe. But we're drawing 5 spawn cards. Keep that in mind. Okay, that's Hicks taking his turn. And now all of the grunts go. And so we might as well have Crow going. Crow is in the front turret position. So he's going to do the same thing. But he can only hit these 2 guys. So we'll start here and we'll move over there. We'll see if he can take them out 7 or less. Oh, and I should say the turrets are minus or +1 to hit when you add +1 to the die for every damage on the APC. And we're starting out, so there's no damage on it right now. And he gets a 2. Oh, I should have said. Yes, we were hitting this one first. So we might just have to mow the other ones down. All right, and his second action, shooting the turret again at the one right in front. He gets a 6. All right, so the turrets are doing their job. We're trying to get out of here and get by all these aliens. So that's, so far, so good. So that was Crow taking his shots. And where the heck do I have Crow? Crow is there. All right, he's gone. We might as well have Ripley going, or not Ripley, Gorman going next. He's driving. Get out of here, Gorman. Step on it. So what Gorman's going to do, to drive the APC, you have to make a tech test. His tech value is 5. If he makes the tech test 5 or less, we can move the APC 5 spaces. If he blows his tech test, he can only go 3 spaces. And of course he has 2 actions on his turn, so he's going to try to drive twice. And he gets a 6. So of course he blows his tech roll. So the first movement of the APC. Now the APC special rules, it does not have to stop when it gets adjacent to an alien. We just blow by it. So it's going to go 3. So it goes 1, 2, and gets stuck at the edge. 3. So these aliens are getting a little bit left in the dust, but trust me, they'll get to have their go. And now he's going to try that again. Come on, learn how to drive. We should have Ripley driving, I guess. All right, Gorman. He gets a 1, so he actually is able to move 5 this time. So he figures out where the accelerator is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And yes, that door automatically opens. But we are still, the back end is still on this tile. So we don't remove this tile and all the blips and aliens on it. We are still on tile 1. So basically this is tile 2. We'll just keep track of things here. We have to go through 6 tiles to try to get to the dropship. Okay, that was Gorman stepping on the gas. And now we have everyone else to go. We have no damage. I think we're just going to go over to the dropship now. We've got Ripley to go, Newt to go, and Frost to go. But we don't want to open this door either. Drake can open the door and start shooting at these guys. But I think, do we want to do that? Or do we want to not do that? Because if he can take these guys out, then, and the door gunner position can see all the way down this one corridor and then into. So Drake could actually see these guys. But then if he does that, that door is open. I don't know if we want the door open. Let's go to the dropship and do that first. We got a little bit of a problem going on in the dropship. We got Pharaoh in the pilot seat. We got Spunkmeyer looking down the barrel of his pistol at an alien. So let's go over there and see what's going on. Yes, not good. So in the dropship, they're in the air. They're on their way to try and meet with the APC and Ripley and crew. And unfortunately, we got an alien popping out of the woodwork here. And Spunkmeyer only has a pistol, which hits. Now he's going to be using his aim dial. He has 5 or less. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to try to shoot at the alien. Because, yeah. So we'll put the dice tray here, and he needs a 5 or less to pop it off. Now luckily there was only 1 in there, so come on, Spunkmeyer! Yes! He pops off the alien. Takes it out with a pistol. Whew, got lucky there. That was his first action. His second action, I think he's going to go 1, 2, and get adjacent to the crate. Now the reason he's adjacent to the crate, special rules for this scenario, is he can do an interact action, open up the crate, and take anything from the exhausted pile, which I completely forgot to do. So I have to retroactively do it. It's been a while since we played this. And so basically we have our pile of endurance cards. Every time you fire the turret in this scenario, it costs you 3 cards. We've fired the turret 4 times. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops. Okay, those are all in the exhausted pile, and this is our endurance deck left, which is pretty healthy. And so I'm going to leave the endurance pile. Now we could have our other characters do rest actions and put 3 cards back into the endurance pile, but I don't want to do that because the special rules are if we open up a crate, we get to look at the exhaust pile, and they can take any weapon and armor and pay the cost to equip it. So I kind of want Spunkmeyer maybe to find a better weapon, maybe get some armor if aliens are going to keep spawning here. And there we go. All right, let's figure out who's going next and if we want to do anything or not. All right, I mean, we've got Drake with a flare. We have Newt with a flare. You know what? But I think we are going to be finished with everybody's turn. Gorman did some driving. Hicks and Crow did some shooting with the turret. So now we're into the alien phase, right? We've done all of our actions, resolve end of, we don't have any end of actions. We activated all our grunts that we wanted to. And now it's time to activate the aliens. Aliens can move 6 spaces. They will attack the APC if they can get up to it. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he attacks the APC. Now the APC has a defense of 5. So they're just attacking the APC. And because there are 2 aliens in this stack, it's 5. We have to add +1. So we add +1 for every token underneath the mini. So that will be +1. So we're rolling this. Defense of 5. We've got to add 1 to it. 2 + 1 is 3. The APC takes no damage. Now this guy can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're trying to chew on the back end of the APC. Same deal. We're looking for the roll. They got to add +1 to it. Defense of 5. And a 6. +1 is 7. The APC takes its first damage. That's going to knock its speed down by 1. So instead of going 3 and 5, it can only move 2 and 4 unless we do some repairs, which obviously we'll be trying to do next time. All right, that was all the aliens on the board. Activate blips. We don't have any blips yet. Coming up soon. Draw motion tracker cards. Oh dear. Now, the way I understand these rules, and the way I do believe that I am going to be playing this, well, let's read it one more time, because it's motion tracker deck. Shuffle 3. Okay, we've already done it. Drawing motion tracker cards. Draw motion tracker cards from turn 1. So right from, this is our first turn, we're just drawing them. Draw 3 more motion tracker cards than normal. Normally in the solo game we draw 2. Drawing 3 more, we draw 5. So I'm going to be drawing 5 motion tracker cards. And then it says, if a tunnel card is drawn as one of these additional 3 motion tracker cards. So the first 2 can have that symbol. The last 3 can't. Then instead of resolving the card, place a blip on the dropship spawn point, and any other cards drawn have no effect. So I think basically what's happening is we're either going to be doing all 5 cards, or if the last 3 have that symbol on them, we're just going to be spawning aliens in the dropship, and nothing will spawn on the board. That's how I interpret that, and that's how I'm going to play it. All right, so with that in mind, here is the, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to, you're supposed to draw them one at a time, but this is kind of a special scenario. The first 2 we don't care, but it's the last 3 we care about. We're looking for that symbol. So these are the first 2. Now these 3, I'm going to kind of try to keep it hidden. So the symbols on these ones are, we do not have that symbol, the tunnel symbol. Whoops, and so we are going to be doing all 5 of these. And the first one, I think you saw it there, false alarm. So nothing happens. The second one is false alarm. Wow, nothing happens. You're so lucky. The third one, alien vanguard. We put a blip at 3, reveal a card. So how reveal a card works is we just take top card off the endurance deck, we reveal it. It's a weapon. This goes into the shuffle pile, underneath the endurance deck into the reshuffle. Place another blip at spawn point 4. So we get 1 blip at 3 and 1 blip at 4. Okay, so 1 blip at 3. Oh great, 3 and 4, just what we need. Not really, because we're just heading into that zone. All right, the 4th card, alien drones at 4. 1 blip at 4. Players must either discard 1 barricade in play or place a 2nd blip at spawn 1. If there are no barricades in play, you must place the extra blip. So basically we're getting a blip at 4 and a blip at 1. Oof, okay, 1 blip at 4. So we'll put that one there. And 1 blip at 1. Okay, and the last, alien assault on 3. A blip at 3. If this spawn point already has a blip or alien model, unfortunately it does, move this blip 4 spaces towards the nearest character. Okay, that is going to be intercepting with the APC. Yikes. Okay, so we just grab a random blip at 3. It's going to be moving 4 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, it gets right beside, and the door will close again. But the second that door opened, we would see this alien blip. Only 1. Okay, so there's 1 there, and this blip makes it to the vehicle. It's moving 4 and 3. Woo. Okay, so there are 3 aliens there that came out of that spawn point. and they get right beside the APC, and the APC is treated as a character, they will attack it because there's that. No, we do not get defensive fire. The door is closed, so Drake is not going to get defensive fire. All right, the aliens attack. There's 2, so it's +2, defensive 5, so we're rolling a die +2, and we want to see 5 or less. And we get a 2, +2 is 4. Yes, so the APC does not take damage because we have a defensive 5. So he came screaming out the door, leapt at the APC, bounced off, didn't do any damage. All right, let's see, what else do we have? So that was drawing all of our motion tracker cards. Now we resolve any finished phase effects. We don't have any. Check for victory or defeat. Well, we haven't got to the dropship. And clean up. And that's it. All right, I guess I don't need to back camera out because we're right here. So that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So we've got the APC on the move. We've got a bunch of aliens coming at us. And we have to get off of this track and hope that nothing bad spawns for Spunkmeyer and Pharaoh so they can come land the dropship. Otherwise, like the movie, the dropship didn't quite make it, did it? Well, we'll see what happens in the playthrough. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, and likes. Aliens, another glorious day in the Corps. We're playing the extended chase mission 2.5, and we're going to see what we can do. So thanks so much. Hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation. Alright, one little quick correction here at the end of the episode. Yes, the first 2 cards we drew were false alarms, and I just discarded them. They actually clearly say recycle 1 card. So we have to take 2 cards, which I've done, from our exhausted pile and put them back under the reshuffle back into the endurance deck. So there we go, corrected. Alright, hope you join me tomorrow. Continuation, aliens, another glorious day on the Corps. We're doing the APC mission Chase, which is mission 2.5.